everybody, it's Tracy from teachmetracy.com. So in today's video, I'm going to answer the question about whether or not the teachers at Liberty University Online Academy actually teach the lessons, or do the parents teach the lessons? The tips, tools, and tricks to thrive in a homeschool lifestyle. So today's video comes to you from a few comments or questions that I've gotten from my Liberty University Online Academy pros and cons video. And if you haven't checked that out yet, maybe you're looking at Liberty University, or maybe you're a new parent and want to know what my pros and cons are. So I'll link it above. I don't know which side. I forget which side. I'll link it above in the iCard so you can check that out when you have a chance. But a few of the parents had questions about whether or not the teachers were actually teaching the lessons, or if the teachers actually help you teach the lessons. So I want to address that. So Liberty University Online Academy gives the parents, the homeschooling parents, the curriculum, and it is your job as the homeschooling parent to execute the lessons. So it's very much like having a textbook and then reading the lesson plan for the day, or reading the lesson for the day, and then teaching the lesson to your homeschool student. So a lot of people say, well, that's school at home and not homeschooling. And I really disagree with that assessment of Liberty University. That's probably someone who has not been a Liberty University Online Academy parent, because the teachers guide you, and they certainly do provide quite a bit of support, and you can reach out to a teacher at any time, but they don't actually teach the material. That is the parent's responsibility. Just as a side note here, a few of the biggest reasons why we decided to go with Liberty rather than another online option, or rather than a curriculum that I would have to build myself. For one, I am lazy. That's the God's honest truth. I was apprehensive about creating a curriculum from scratch that was going to be tailor-made for my son. I felt like it was a better option for me to take someone else's curriculum and then customize it for him, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're kind of one of these people or not, but I really don't believe in reinventing something if it's working, and then you can tweak it to fit whatever fits your life the best. So Liberty allows us the flexibility to do that. There's also the benefit of having the support network there, and there is a huge one. In the next video, we're going to talk about who's there to support you, how many departments there are, and how they can support you, and where you go to find help if you need help. Aside from all of that, I think it's a great option. And like I said before, I disagree with those critics that say Liberty is just school at home, and that's not the same as homeschooling. I disagree completely. Most people are going to at some point purchase a curriculum, or they are going to outsource their homeschooling with either an umbrella or a co-op or some kind of pod situation that's now popular, largely due to the pandemic. But no one is strictly coming up with curriculum on their own unless they've been doing it for 20 or 30 years when there weren't these options available. Now we have the benefit of having all of these options available. So I'm just sharing with you what works for us. And as I said before, I like the portability of Liberty University. We can take it anywhere. I don't have to lug a bunch of books. We also like that Liberty is taught from a biblical worldview, and there's no Common Core. The faculty and staff is wonderful about helping you. And so I think it's a great option, especially since they take the burden of the record keeping off your hands. So if you are someone who is worried, like I was, about the record keeping and afraid that when you go to report to either an umbrella group or to your state, in some cases, are they going to say that you're doing an adequate enough job? So I wanted some backup in that regard. If that is something that you are also concerned about, I would encourage you to look into Liberty University Online Academy. It's a great, great option. my son has blossomed in this program, and it allows us the time and the flexibility to incorporate all kinds of other things into his homeschool education. And those possibilities are endless. It is a great option, but just so you know, going in, you are going to have to teach the lessons. There are people there to support you if you have questions about the lessons, but you will have to teach the lessons yourself. That's all I have for you this week. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.